Hello students. Yes, there was a network issue and that's the reason there was a problem. Okay, I can get you back again. Okay, are we all there? Are we all there, kids? Okay, okay. So can you please tell me at what point you were not able to see the things? Okay, at what point did it all stop? Because I did not get an idea. When did it stop? when did the screaming stop? Can you please tell me? I will continue from that then. Hello, students. Yes, can you please tell me? Yes. Mm, yeah, about the solve solution. Okay, so up to that, okay, after that, it stopped, right? Isn't it? Okay, after that it stopped. So let us continue now with the mustard oil. Could you even hear what I was saying, or you couldn't even hear that, children? Did you hear what I talked about the mustard oil thing? Yes. So up to the solve solution. Okay. No problem. I'm going to repeat it again. Actually, I was going on teaching you, but due to network issues, probably you did not hear it. No issues. I can repeat it for you. So, okay. Thank God you are all back now again, and you are all there. So, very good, children. So that shows that no matter whatever thing happens, you are all there with me. Very good. Thank you. Okay, so let us come back. Uh, so I have discussed about the salt solution. So now we are going to proceed on to substances which do not get dissolved in water, and on the contrary, they either float or they sink in water. Okay. So there are two types of substances, one which get dissolved in water, okay, soluble substances, and the second one are the insoluble substances which do not get dissolved in water. On the contrary, they either float on the top of water or they sink at the bottom of water. Okay, now it's clear to you. Okay, now it's clear to you. Now everybody is able to hear me and see me. Okay. Okay, I can see. Yes, ma'am. Probably I would take it that you are able to see and hear me. Okay, there's a delay in getting the chats also. It's because of the streaming. Okay. Okay. So, yes. So, what I will do here is, in order to show this, I will take a glass, okay, a tumbler. Actually, I had filled this with water and oil already. So that's the reason it's showing a bit yellowish over here, because I was going on performing the experiment and I did not notice that you are not able to see me actually, I'm not able to hear me. So what I'm doing here again is, I'm going to take some water, okay, in the tumbler. Again, I'm not filling it full. Okay, I'm not going to fill it full here. Just let me. Okay, so I'm filling the water over here in the tumbler, and I'm taking a spoonful of mustard oil over here. Okay, so mustard oil, I guess it's available in every home. So I'm particularly choosing mustard oil because it has got the distinct yellowish color into it. So you will be able to see it clearly when I mix it with the water. So here I am taking a spoonful of this mustard oil. Okay, so can you, I'll just bring it closer so you can have a look. So I'm filling it, once I'm just taking a spoonful of mustard oil, and here I'm taking this tumbler. It's so difficult to do this. Okay, so now I'm taking this tumbler and pouring some oil into it on the top. Okay, okay. So here can you see a layer of mustard oil at the top? Okay, and how much ever, no matter how much ever I try to stir it. Okay, you understand what is stirring? Stirring means moving the spoon round and round. Okay, that process is called stirring. So here, how much ever I try to stir this oil in water, it doesn't get dissolved at all. On the contrary, if you can see, it forms a layer at the top. So here you can see a clear, distinct yellowish layer at the top, and this layer is because of this mustard oil. So mustard oil doesn't get mixed with the water. It is insoluble in water, and since it is lighter than water, so it has got a tendency to float on the top of water. Okay, anything which is lighter than water would always float at the top. It won't sink at the bottom. It will float always at the top. Is this clear to you all? Give a thumbs up. Yes, children. Give a thumbs up if this is clear to you. Oh. Okay, I can see someone writing that if the video is getting cut at times, right? It probably is due to the network connection, maybe at my end or maybe it can be at your end too. Okay, so I got a thumbs up here and someone saying yes, ma'am also. Okay, so can you give other examples of substances that float on water? Can you give me some examples of substances that float on water? They do not get dissolved but float on water. Who can give the examples? First, let us see. At least two substances. If you give me two substances that float on the top of water, that will be enough for me. Okay, two substances that float on water are, yes, write it down fast. Yes, I can see thumbs up. Okay. Okay. So it floats on water are, yes, very good. Very good. So here's the answer. Cork pieces, thermocol. Very good. Exactly. Very good. Very good, Sharni. Very good. And who is this? Lakshmi Maiti. Is this, uh, who is this? Lakshmi Maiti. Is this Atrey? Okay, Shrija Pahadi has given two answers together, cork pieces and thermocol. Very good. So that's what I was expecting. Yes. So these two are the examples of substances which do not get dissolved. On the contrary, they are floating on the top of water because they are lighter than water. Now there are some other substances which are heavier than water. Same way, they are also not dissolving in water, they are also insoluble, but what happens with them is that they do not float but they sink. Okay, now this is the normal water only. since the water was since some oil was there at the side, so that has got mixed. Eventually, it will come at the top. So please do not worry. This is not a turmeric solution. Okay, this is just the oil solution, oil only in water. Oil is not a solution with water. Remember. Okay. So what I am doing over here is now I am taking some coins. Okay. Now these are the metal coins. Okay, the normal coins are currencies. So what I'll do is I will put them in water. Okay, and as I have put them in water, all I could see is it has readily gone down. Okay, it has immediately gone down and it has settled at the bottom. Can you see the coins sinking at the bottom? Now, why they have gone down at the bottom is because they are heavier than water, and that's the reason they have settled down at the bottom. So they are insoluble, they have not mixed with water. How much ever I try to dissolve, it is not at all mixing with water. On the contrary, since it is heavier than water in weight, so that is why it is going down. And why everything is going down? It is because of the Earth's gravitational force. So it is the force of gravity which is pulling everything down. So since it is heavier than water, so it is going and settling down at the bottom of the container. Okay. So here we have, so let us summarize these things as, so the first thing that we have discussed here is soluble substances and non-soluble substances or insoluble substances. Okay. So these substances, they do not, some substances they get mixed with water. Okay, they dissolve in water, and that's why they are called soluble substances. And there are some other substances which do not mix with water. On the contrary, they either float at the top if they are lighter than water, or they will settle at the bottom if they are heavier than water. Okay, so soluble substances, examples you will remember, and the substances which do not dissolve, those examples also you will remember. Okay, now there can be questions which can be asked like, name a substance which is insoluble and also it sinks at the bottom of the water container. Okay, then what will you write? You can give several examples of this. Like your pebbles, gravels, your coins, okay, marbles, anything. You can give any number of examples for that. Okay, and if particularly a substance is given to choose from, then you have to choose accordingly. Which is heavier, doesn't dissolve, and gets settled down at the bottom. Okay, now here, when I was talking about mustard oil, now mustard oil is a liquid, and since it is lighter than water, it floats on the top of water. But there is one chemical which is called as carbon tetrachloride. Now carbon tetrachloride, it is also a transparent liquid. Okay, like it is almost similar to water when you just see them from outside. Appearance wise, they are almost similar, but there's a difference in their tendency. Okay, tendency in the sense, when you take a glass tumbler, okay, and when you pour some carbon tetrachloride into it, then the carbon tetrachloride being heavier than water, it will have a tendency to settle at the bottom of the water container. Okay, why? Because carbon tetrachloride is insoluble in water, it will not dissolve, and it is heavier than water, so it will sink at the bottom of the glass tumbler or whatever thing you have taken. Okay. Now here I cannot show carbon tetrachloride because carbon tetrachloride I won't be able to get it. Okay. When you go to the higher classes and when you perform these things in the laboratory, so then you can see the carbon tetrachloride available there, and you can try experimenting with them. For now, you just assume that carbon tetrachloride, it is heavier than water and it will have a tendency to settle at the bottom of the glass container. Okay, glass container, because you will be able to see that clearly. Okay, so it will sink at the bottom of the water tumbler. Okay, now So this example you have you are going to remember this example, carbon tetrachloride. Okay, since this thing is new to you, so it might be asked in the exam that carbon tetrachloride, it sinks or it floats on water. So you are going to write it sinks in water. Clear? Clear to everyone? Okay, give me a thumbs up again. Let me see you are able to hear me or not. Okay, they are going on writing carbon tetrachloride. Okay, to show their presence and they are getting the video. Very good. Okay, I can see this is probably this is yes, Sharani is very active. Very good, Sharani. You have kept up the good performance throughout, huh? And Shrija also. Very good, very good, very good. So I can see many of you, okay, showing thumbs up. Very good. Okay, so I guess up to this is clear to you. Now moving on with the various activities. Now this chapter is filled with activities in your book. Okay, so the first activity that we are going to see here is drying of clothes. Okay, now there are as I've told you already that water exists in three states. Okay, so the solid state is the ice, the liquid state is the water, and and it exists in the vapor form also, in the gaseous state. Okay, so we will try to first see that how can we change water into water vapor. Okay, how water changes into water vapor. Okay, so when you heat it, when you heat water, then only it is going to change into water vapor or steam. Okay, so for that, what you can see every day is every day you dry up the clothes, right? After washing the clothes, what your mothers do, if you don't do, at least your mothers or the maids at your home would be doing this. What they do, they wash the clothes and they hang it outside in the sun, right? So what happens after some time? Your clothes get dried up, right? And how does that happen? How the clothes get dried up by their own? It's getting dried up due to the heat of the sun and also due to wind. Okay, it's not just that the sunlight is helping in converting the water into water vapor. It's the wind also which is carrying away, okay, the water and converting it into water vapor. The simple example, as I've told you already, drying of the clothes. Now, you must have seen that when your maid or when your mother, she mops the floors of your room, she immediately switches on the fan, right? So she switches on the fan in the room in order to get the floors dried up quickly. Okay, because the wind will help in converting the water into water vapor, and that's how the floors get dried up sooner. Okay, haven't you seen that? You have seen that, right? Okay, it's all existing around you. It's the thing, it's just that you have to notice all these things happening around you, right? You have to notice all these things, and I'm sure you would have all noticed these things. So it's the wind and the sunlight which is helping in conversion of the water into water vapor, isn't it? So the one example given in your activity is the drying up of clothes, and the second one is when you just wash your hands, you don't have to wipe them with a towel. Okay, you don't have to wipe them with a towel. Okay, there's a load shedding in my area now. So I still can, I hope you can still see me. Can you all see me? Or shall we end the stream here? Children, shall we continue this in the next class? There are so many obstacles today. Or can you still see me, or shall we continue? If we can continue, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue this in the next live streaming, then please tell next day. Just write next day if you want it on the next day. I can do it even tomorrow for you. Don't worry. We can do live streaming now every day, provided that the net connection is good. Yes? Okay. Give it a thumbs up if you want to continue, and just write next day if you want to continue it on tomorrow. We can do this tomorrow. There's no issue. Yes, children? No, we will do this tomorrow. Who's this? Sharani. Yes, Sharani, I know. You don't want to learn anymore. Okay, okay, children. So we will do this again tomorrow. I will schedule again. I'll give a schedule of this streaming again to you. So probably everything will go on well tomorrow since it was the first day. So I would say that it's my, I think it's all the troubles are from my end only. There's network issue and now there's load shedding. So anyways, we will continue this in our next class. So I hope you enjoyed learning today. Amid of all these obstacles, still you have grasped the things that I've told you. I think you have understood this. So if this problem persists, or if this problem continues,